In this video, I'm talking about something you can take 1 teaspoon a day that will burn belly fat and stop cravings and help balance your blood sugar. What am I talking about? I'm talking about MCT oil, but in particular, I'm talking about a C8 only MCT oil. So what does that mean? C8 means an 8 carbon chain MCT oil. See, MCT oil means medium chain triglycerides, and so they can range from 6 carbons up to 12 carbons. And coconut oil has an array of all of those, but coconut oil also has a whole lot of long chain fats as well. Long chain fats don't act the way that medium chain fats act. In particular, C8, caprylic acid, is the most powerful fatty acid when it comes to helping burn body fat, when it comes to helping stop cravings, and also killing candida and yeast and fungal species in your body. It's super powerful. So here's what you do. Basically, all you need to do is you take roughly about a teaspoon a day of this. You could take more if your body tolerates it, but you take it with meals and it will stop cravings. The reason why is that when you take caprylic acid, C8 MCT oil, it turns immediately into ketones in your body. So C8 goes right into our system and it will turn right into ketones in our bloodstream. Those ketones get up into our brain and they tell us, I'm satiated, and they start to downregulate inflammation in the body. So we get a reduction in inflammation, we get a signal that says, I feel good, I feel satiated, and the ketones are a great energy source for the neurons in our brain. And they actually signal something called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which enhances neuroplasticity in our brain. It enhances nerve growth as well as synaptic growth, and enhances our overall mental performance. So we actually think sharper and quicker when we get the ketones up into our brain, and that's something that caprylic acid does. And it also stops cravings and hunger. So we don't feel as hungry, we don't have cravings. So the way that you can apply this into your life is you take your C8 MCT oil, and I always recommend starting small, starting with roughly like a half a teaspoon, and have that with your meals, right? And so you do a half a teaspoon of MCT oil with your meal and just see how your body feels. Okay, now for a lot of people, that may not be enough of a dose to give you the best fat burning benefits and craving crushing benefits. You may need to go up to a teaspoon with each meal, but you want to make sure that you don't have a laxative effect. For some people, when they first start using a C8 only MCT oil, they get disaster pants, right? So meaning that they end up with the runs. And so you want to make sure that that's not the case. So I recommend take a few days and just do a half a teaspoon with your meals, see how your body responds, and then you can increase it to, let's say, a teaspoon. Some people even do a tablespoon with their meals and they feel really good. So they eat their meal, they feel a natural satiation, no hunger or sugar cravings afterwards. They just feel good. And they're able to go long periods of time without food. So if they want to intermittent fast, it's no big deal for them. If they want to eat their first meal at, let's say, 11 a.m. and then wait till 6 p.m. then in the evening to eat their meal, it's no big deal because they've got the ketones elevated in their bloodstream and their body now becomes better at burning fat. So the better you are at utilizing ketones for fuel, the better you will be at burning fat for fuel. And so now you teach the body to become better at burning fat because caprylic acid stabilizes blood sugar, increases ketones, lowers insulin levels, and when insulin levels drop below a certain threshold, you can burn fat for fuel. So it keeps insulin under control, helps teach your body to become a better fat burner. So even if somebody is on a processed food diet, which I definitely don't recommend, just adding in something like C8 only MCT oil will help reduce their cravings. It will help their mental capacity, and it will help fat burning. In fact, they actually did a study at a senior home, right? So a nursing home. And all they did was they added MCT oil to these individuals' meals, and they did a pre and post test. It was basically like a questionnaire. And so most of these people that are in elderly senior homes have a level of cognitive decline. And all of these individuals on average scored significantly higher, and all they did was for a month added in MCT oil. They didn't even add C8 only MCT oil. They just added the regular MCT oil, and they saw significant improvements in cognition just by adding that into their diet. And we know that in senior homes, most of the food is highly processed, not healthy foods, But just by adding that in, these individuals notice improvements in brain function. And I've seen it over and over again where it helps improve cravings, helps individuals make better, healthier food choices, and helps turn on fat burning to really speed up their overall weight loss goals. So try that out today. C8 only. That's what you're looking for the best benefit when it comes to MCT oil. MCT oil in general can be beneficial, but when you get the C8 only MCT oil, that's where you're gonna take it up to the next level. You will pay a little bit more money for it in order for them to obviously process it down to the C8 only. Costs more, right? But it gives you a better bang, better punch, and better results. So try that out today.